Hot salami and bacon.
Pastrami and motherfucking ham.
I'm Ali and he's Savage, and together we are Corks, Heavers, and Ashes, where the smoke rise and the facts motherfucking land. My man, my mellow, get on the mic cause you know you eat jello. What's the deal? What's going on, bro?
Everything good?
How you feel, man? Yeah, everything's awesome. Who we got in the building today? I think we got LeBronx in the building.
We got LeBronx in the building.
Behind the scenes.
Man, oh man. We got LeBronx in the building. Shout out to M80 and Fatal Skills from the Underground Arsenal Show.
Del City all day, every day.
You know
how we play.
Who else we got in the motherfucking building?
We got B in the building.
Hey.
Microphoned up. You know what I'm saying? Just in case if shit get crazy, I could always go to B. B always gives me, you know what I'm saying? A level-minded response. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Finish him.
I can always go to B and make sure I'm going to get a level-minded response when y'all niggas start acting, you know what I'm saying, flagrant.
I love how he said y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
Like he's not
Don't implement him.
Like he's not a part of the equation.
He distanced himself sort of like what's his name? DJ Envy and Caesar Pena. Now they're getting sued by several homeowners. There's about up to $16 million right now that's owed to all types of people from flipping homes. Flipping NJ is now going under a lawsuit now. Civil. Right now they're doing civil with a lady named Mary. However, she gave him $250,000. And then they said, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? We're going to give you back your money, $250,000 plus a 30% return. She said, okay, let's do that. And then they came back and said, yo, we got another property. She said, all right, I'll give you another $250,000. Let me get 30% back off of that. Fuck around. They gave her back a $30,000 check. Shit. Biggity bounce, bounce, bounce to the ounce. Bounce to the ounce.
Now we Ponzi scheming.
Now we Ponzi scheming. Poor DJ Envy. But I say don't stop there, Mary. Don't sue just DJ Envy. Don't sue just Caesar Pena. Sue iHeartRadio because he's a representation of iHeartRadio. Sue Revolt. Hell, sue effing Vodka. Let's run a case on all these bitches. They'll be in Pelican Bay next week.
That's wild.
It shows you should conduct yourself accordingly at all times, doesn't it?
Yes, you should, man. 100%. Yes, you should.
By any means. We have a special guest in the building, though.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? We have a gentleman that I recently just met. We have lots in common, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's start off with the fact that we were both military vets. Came into the game as a deck seaman. Did 100%. You not?
Yes, I sure did.
As I did. So we're definitely veterans. Dedicated husband.
Dedicated husband. Father.
Dedicated father.
Happy Memorial Day.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still living. That's for
Those are for the soldiers that died, so we have the ride to where Gucci slides.
Yeah,
you already know.
Good overall dude, man. I got good energy and good positive vibes from the individual. Our sons play basketball together. They both lack in the same areas. Some, you know.
There's some strengths and weaknesses we can both work on.
Yeah.
We muddle over that all the time.
It's a beautiful struggle. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for being on the show, Lou.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man.
My name is Louis Hernandez. I go on Instagram by LouHern_barber. I am a professional barber in Lake Mary, Florida. Co-founder and manager of Men's Groom Room Barber Lounge, Lake Emma location. Here's our logo.
You see it?
Here's the logo.
Nice.
I actually learned how to cut hair in the Navy.
Nice.
I joined from 2002 to 2007. I was a part of Operation Enduring Iraqi Freedom.
Nice.
So that was a little bit of my military background. I was born in New York, raised in Connecticut until I was about 13.
Which part? Bridgeport?
Oh, you know it. That's I don't know if that's good or bad that you even know about Bridgeport.
Everybody knows about Bridgeport, baby.
So that gives you a little bit of the background of you know how I grew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you
already know.
Yeah. One of the fights I got in the Navy was somebody kept saying, "Oh, you're from Connecticut. You had a butler." Boy, I wish I did.
Yeah, boy,
I wish I had a butler.
They don't know nothing about.
I was a butler. I actually.
They don't know about Waterbury.
Waterbury.
Man, listen. My brother had a business when he was young, about his early 20s, and I was about 13 at the time, 13. And he would take me with him to work, and it was called Reliable Cleaning and Landscaping. And he would take me with him to clean these folks' home in like Westport, in Norwich, and in all of these high-end areas, right?
Okay.
So that was my first introduction to customer service. Right?
Nice.
A little ghetto kid from the hood, doesn't know how to talk to people, and now you have me in people's houses cleaning it. You know, so you know, a little bit of background.
That shit builds character, yeah?
Oh, 100%.
Amen.
Oh, humbled beginnings. You know,
Amen.
when you grow up hungry and not knowing when your next meal is, and you go into these people's homes that's like multi-million-dollar houses in the 90s.
Ooh.
So, I mean, you already know, right?
Yeah.
You get an idea.
You're in line. But yeah, so today's episode, we're going to focus on Sucka Nigga. Nigga, that is the title for today. And Sucka Nigga is a song by Tribe Called Quest from the Midnight Marauders?
Midnight Marauders.
Midnight Marauders album.
Yeah.
Album, classic group. Check it out whenever
Tribe.
you get a chance.
Native tongue.
Historical.
Tribe, yeah?
Native
Historical.
tongue.
To me, the best song they ever put out was Scenario Remix with...
Bust with the
Bust-
Lords
of all time?
Well, not Lords
Oh,
of
man.
Underground.
That's a great argument. That's a great argument.
Was that raw like a Dungeon Dragon?
Yeah, right.
No, that's the original.
That's the original.
That was the original.
gotcha.
Yo, they killed that shit, though.
That shit was crazy.
Right.
Kid Hood, the guy that died. And it goes by the name of Hood. That nigga killed it. The first verse was, he killed that shit. Yeah.
I love that y'all reference hip hop a lot because I actually was raised on hip hop.
Okay.
100%. Like that was my first. That I actually used to say that hip hop raised me
Yeah.
because I got a lot of my influences from hip hop.
True.
Which I love this topic of the show because I can definitely reflect on that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, you know, with us connecting and how we was talking to each other, we use a lot of references,
Music.
parables. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To actually describe and you know walk through different examples of you know music, lyrics, and life. So yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
For sure,
today
for
we'll
sure.
more focus on, is Boosie a black leader?
leader of the niggas or leader of black men.
Is Boosie a black leader? Is Little Boosie a black leader? And also we're going to focus on, let's tackle, is the Mexicans the new nigger of America? And to kick it off and finally touch on the fact, do our society, the American society, give too much grace to single mothers? Are we ready
Man,
for
this
this?
controversial.
Are we ready for this?
Is Brandon getting red over there?
Good Lord.
Somebody gonna get shot.
That's
Brandon's
gonna
over
be-
there getting red and shit.
How much time do
I
we
made
have?
you look.
How much time we have?
We're all over the fucking spectrum.
Why not?
Yeah.
We're here now.
I think they can all relate.
Yes, they can. So let's tackle. Which one would you like to tackle first, my friend?
Let's tackle Boosie.
Let's tackle Boosie. Is Boosie your leader?
Not mine.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, honestly,
Is he a black leader?
let me watch how I word this, right?
That shit made him feel uncomfortable. He was like,
Now let me watch how I word this because I want to be respectful at all times, right? Boosie has history, and I didn't hear about Little Boosie until I joined the Navy in '02, so I didn't know much about down south hip hop. The only down south hip hop I really knew was No Limit and Cash Money.
Facts.
No Limit
Facts.
Soldier.
That's a real East Coast nigga, y'all.
Right.
Facts.
I didn't even know Scarface was from Texas, y'all.
Really?
Yeah, that type shit.
I fuck
He
with
was a
Ghetto
ghetto
Boy one.
He's a ghetto boy, and I heard Mr. Scarface, and I heard all of those
A
songs.
minute to
and-
pray, a second to die.
Right. I mean, the list
Classic
goes on.
shit.
Classic
Yeah.
hip hop, right?
He gotta
So-
be from New York. Gotta be from New York.
Scarface, you thinking, right? Because you so sick.
I know exactly your
Scarface
mindset.
was nasty.
But now Scarface is a philosophical rapper.
Facts.
And he learned from his past, and he grew up, and he's evolved
Yes.
as a man.
Yeah, yes.
So he's evolved as an artist.
Yeah.
And
There
I
you
think
go.
that's the portion that we need to take is evolution of character.
Facts.
Yeah, there you
Evolution
go.
of character.
All right.
So in 2002, you were, 20 nothing years old. You grew up hungry and wanting the finer things in life. Right?
Yes.
Somebody discovered that you're in the street, and what do most people in the street when the corners when they wait for the next sale is they start beatboxing, right? That's how Biggie started. Yeah. The majority of the rappers started
Hov,
It was to pass time.
Jay-Z.
It was a pastime.
waiting
Got
for the
you.
next one, right?
Yes, exactly.
And I think there comes a time in a man's life where you can no longer, keep drinking milk because you're young, but you got to start eating solid food.
Drop it.
And I really believe
Trams.
that a man like Boosie, like I said, I'm not bashing anybody, but the man God is on that man's side.
Yes.
All facts, no fiction.
Yeah.
because he has come, or he's run from, not run, he's overcome death in many obstacles and many different aspects.
Many.
Yes. Many.
Cancer,
Death row.
death
Death
row,
row. Yeah.
right? But now he has 4 baby mamas with 8 kids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And that's so we're going to talk about single mothers.
It's the nigga
Yeah.
shit.
Because that means that there's at least 3 of those are single mothers.
That's
Exactly.
The, that's the
Yeah,
nigga
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's the
Unless
nigga
he's
shit.
living- Unless he's living in
That's
that
the
type
nigga
of
shit.
relationship. He must be Muslim or something.
Nah, Boosie.
Nigga said, no, I'm poly.
Not badass.
Relax.
Yeah,
I'm poly.
not badass.
So, like I said, man, you're a product of your environment growing up.
Yes.
And if you look at, I didn't even realize he was from New Orleans, and I apologize for my ignorance, but I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
didn't.
No.
That's not the type of music I listen to. I like
Exactly.
more knowledge. You know, I love
Knowledge.
Conscious rap.
hip-hop,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%.
Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of life.
100%.
Yeah.
So when I found out he was from New Orleans, it all made sense on why his track history is what it is. You have the Soldier Slims. You have the C Murders. I mean, just look at the lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, I met some brothers from New Orleans when I was in the Navy, and actually still good friends of mine. Kretsch Dog from Jayville, he's actually from the Second Ward, I believe he said. Well,
Shout out to him.
right now, he was telling me when I joined the Navy and I met these dudes. Right, I grew up in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah, yeah.
I grew up in New York.
Okay.
The N-bomb, soft A,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
is a part of your vocabulary.
Exactly. It's
Right.
a word of endearment.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
now,
yeah.
Now listen to the hip hop that we grew up with. It's every other word.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you become whatever it is that you consume, right?
Yes, sir.
So when I first get to the ship, I'm just Luis Hernandez from where I'm from.
Exactly.
And I was like, man, these niggas over here are crazy. And this one dude, his name was, I forgot his name. Oh, I can't believe I forgot his name. He died, God bless his soul. But Seaman Mitchell, he came up, he said, nigga, what you say? And I said, what?
Abrasive.
What did I do wrong?
But you know what happened? He thought you was white, probably.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he thought you was white.
I didn't know any better, right? And because I grew up in a box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so that box is what I thought was reality.
Facts.
Exactly.
So at a young boy, 19 years old, I left home, and you know my mentality was as I was growing up to be like the people that I grew up around.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's all you know.
I get it.
So when I got there, I started realizing, well, there's people that are sensitive to that word, right?
Facts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm listening to it, so I'm thinking it's okay to say it. So and I'm just going to the N word, right? The nigga with the soft one.
The soft.
Because you gotta think like
The
that.
nigga with the soft.
The soft version.
Nigga I almost got my ass beat for that shit. Okay?
Yeah.
The ER and the A, that shit's just real.
And then
No.
I met a gentleman by Durr that he's actually from Mississippi, and his great grandparents were slaves. Okay,
You trying to cash in on that California money?
I don't know what that means.
Meaning
Reparations, 1.7 million.
40 acres and a mule.
What does that mean?
So in California, what they're trying to figure out is, are they going to give descendants of slaves
Reparations.
their 40 acres and a mule? That's what's happening in California.
What happened to the Indians that we took it from?
We gave it to them. They have TANFs. They're in Arizona, Mexico,
Right.
Texas.
Right.
They get their money.
Yeah.
And those Jews, them four.
You remember LeBron?
You better be careful with that word.
No, Jews, them 4 years of
The
oppression.
4 letters. That's the new
Yeah,
4 letter
yeah,
word.
yeah.
It's no longer
Them-
fuck. It's the
them
Jews.
4 years of oppression got them $400 billion over the years.
Over 4
Right.
years.
Right.
Nobody blinked an eye. Nobody's still blinking an eye. Nobody cares about that. Everybody just overlooked the fact that we gave all these people reparations, but the niggas that actually slaved this land and grew this land and did the plowing and built
Did the
this
work.
structure, I forgot to pay you, my nigga.
Listen, if you was here,
I'll put it on your tab.
listen, listen, if
Yo, they
you was
gonna
here,
give you $500
if
million when your dollar ain't
if
worth
you was
shit.
here last week, like I was here last week, it was disturbing for me to realize that the transsexuals is now getting a check. Bro.
Yeah, why not? For the oppression.
Yeah.
These are
You
topics.
wouldn't let me be me. Let me
These are
be me,
topics.
man.
These are
Yeah.
topics right here.
Yeah. They're getting a check. Yeah.
So
Times are hard.
to go back to the Boosie thing real quick.
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Of course, stay on. I like how he stays on topic.
Real
Love
quick.
it.
Go ahead,
Let's
Lou.
go back because I want to just finish
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, wrap it up.
So when I learned that his parents, my buddy Durr's parents or great grandparents were slaves, and then something happened along the line where the slave owner died, and now the family owns the land
Nice.
that they were working.
Congratulations.
So he was real sensitive to the
N-word.
nigga.
Yeah,
The
got
nigga
it.
word.
Very sensitive.
I can feel
right?
that.
Only black people could use it.
Right, right.
That's his mindset.
And then me growing up, I was confused because I grew up in the hood. I actually grew up in the projects, right? So that's
But
all
you're-
I
but
heard.
you're
That's
Latin,
what
though.
I am. I understand.
But he
that.
don't look that.
I understand.
If you're
that.
not Jewish, you a nigga.
But anybody that sees me in the street,
Yeah.
He's white.
bro, I am the most fair-skinned Puerto Rican you ever seen in your life.
But yeah, but
You
there's
know what
nothing
I'm
about you that
saying?
just
I burn
feels
in the
white.
sun
though.
and it
You're
hurts.
not, but you're coming. He's coming
Brandon's
off.
white.
He's coming off.
If
he's-
I put you next to Brandon's still white. You still
he's-
Latin. That's
but
just
he's
my
still.
thing.
But he's.
Yeah.
That's you. But
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
understand from a person. He already gave you context. This
Yeah,
guy,
yeah, I get it. I get
family
it.
has been oppressed.
I get it.
And then and he's seen him saying it, and it took him to another place.
I get it.
100%.
He was triggered.
And this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
my thing as a man. Now this is like from any human being as a man. Once you know better, it is our responsibility to
do better.
So what'd you do
Amen.
better once you identify with this?
Honestly, nothing.
I didn't get my ass beat that day. I know that.
You know why? Because amongst them, and still to this day, I earned it.
Yeah.
Because they saw that I was genuine.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to fit in.
He
That
realized
is
you were
who
one of
I
him.
was.
You were him.
That's who
Yeah.
I was.
Same shit.
100%.
Same
So
shit.
they're like, oh, he's one of us.
Just a
And then-
different diaspora.
Listen,
yeah, yeah,
listen.
I got
I
you.
was sitting
I'm
in the
gonna keep it a buck. As I age and get older, Brandon's my nigga.
Well, that's it. Because
Yeah,
that is
Brandon's-
a word
Brandon's
that
my
you use
nigga.
to call family.
Yeah, exact.
Right. It depends on the context.
So at the end of the day, as we get older, I'm starting to realize asshole has no color.
Oh no, everybody got one. They're dirty.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're an asshole, right? You could be a Latin asshole, you could be a black asshole, you could be a white asshole. Asshole has no color.
Not at all.
We've all met assholes of all nationalities at the end of the day.
And I
you dig what I'm saying?
I believe it started from a youngin', and then when the military, it expanded, and then you started seeing some kind of segregation from people, and
Yeah.
those were all.
I'm a firm believer of that though. If you're not a Jewish, you're some type of nigga. That's
I'm
just
still
my,
not clear
Yeah.
on if Boosie's a black leader or not.
He's a leader.
Is he a black leader? Is he a black leader?
Can I answer the question
You go.
respectfully?
Do that. Do that.
He is a leader for the niggas.
I like that.
Yeah.
Boosie, you're the leader of the niggas.
Because hold on, let me explain. There's
Soft
African.
A.
Hold on.
Soft A.
You're retarded. Let me say that. The reason. Hold on. Watch this. The reason why I say that is there's black men that's out here walking the face of the earth that don't feel like they're niggas.
Yeah.
Soft A or hard R. They
Right.
feel like
Why?
they're African Americans.
Why?
Hold on, we're gonna get into that in a minute. So they can't identify with a Boosie.
Yeah, you go.
I'll explain.
Yeah,
I'll
please.
explain. The reason why I look at Boosie in the light that I look at is the things you just mentioned.
What light do you look at him in? Because that wasn't clarified.
A fucking survivor. So think about Jay-Z, for example.
Okay.
High school dropout. I don't think Jay-Z completed 11th and 12th grade
Okay.
high school equivalency.
No need to.
Became a billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what I really rate above and beyond the lyrics. And then the lyrics is what molded me as a child because I didn't have a great relationship with my father. So when I heard Jay-Z lyrics when I was a kid, it resonated with me differently and it made me research things. And then that's how I came into my own as a man through hip hop music and lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I believe could relate to that, including B. Can you
Yeah.
not relate to that, B?
Oh, yeah.
You used to heard some shit before hip hop wise. You like, you know what? I like this guy.
Yeah.
He knows my pain. So back to what I was saying with Boosie, he overcame death row, overcame lots of gun charges and cancer, right? So
He's a survivor.
So back to the black men that don't identify with the nigga. A lot of them would look at Boosie and said, even though you overcame these things, you're a poor decision maker. Because I would never put myself in that situation or circumstance, right? So this is what I try to teach my son. As an Aries, I'm into zodiacs. As an Aries, we're quick to respond when things go bad. If a situation goes bad right now, unrehearsed, I would be able to figure it out. A lot of people would claim up and be like, I wasn't expecting any of this. What's going to happen next? And then they end up in a corner somewhere at the end of the day. Not me. But the thing is, right, from a logical standpoint, we want to try to figure out as a nation or as a people, brown people, how do we not put ourselves in situations where we don't have to get ourselves out of? Yeah. How do we not put ourselves in a situation where you're not on death row trying to beat it? How do we eat better and maneuver better where we perhaps could not have to beat cancer but never get it at the end of the day? Be 2 steps ahead to where we can say, you know what? There's ways that we can maneuver where we don't find ourselves trapped in a corner on some fight versus flight type shit. You digging what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's the reason why, in essence, he's a leader, in my opinion, for the niggas and not necessarily for black people. You can't say Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Boosie. It doesn't work that way.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way.
Define
Leader?
because now we're stereotyping a group of people, right? So define what makes a nigga. Define define that.
Soft A?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Ignorance.
You say ignorance?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, let that resonate.
I would go survival.
I'm gonna go ignorance.
Both examples that you gentlemen gave, you've explained a form of survival, and I got to give it to you. That's what niggas do. They survive.
Exactly. I wanted to touch on that.
They survive, and he is a survivor. He is a nigga. So he's speaking from his standpoint of his survival. He was incentivized to be a nigga and got paid to be more of a nigga. So he's a glorified nigga. You see what I'm saying? So now it's my duty as the glorified nigga to teach you niggas, you lower class niggas.
By telling women to put their pussy on the ground?
Yeah, this is
For
what
$1,000?
but this is what niggas do. This is what niggas do for
Put your pussy on the gram for $1,000.
This is what niggas do for recreation.
Put your pussy on the gram for $1,000.
Not everyone. You reach a certain status. It is the evolution of the character, right? Whatever comes out of the mouth is what's in the heart.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay. Now
That's
check
in his
this out.
heart.
So you
You
grew
wanna
up.
see pussy.
You grew up in a place where you didn't have much, right? You grew up in a place where you don't have much.
Yeah.
Everyone around you is talking about money. You are in a bad place. You want to get out of it. You know money is the way out.
There you go.
So you start chasing it. Now you have this tunnel vision, right? Now this is what I'm chasing, like that shirt I told you. We were at the basketball court and there was a kid wearing a hoodie. And it said, if it ain't about the bag, I don't give a shit about nothing else. Okay?
Young kid.
Mindset.
And
That nigga's already there.
In 95-degree weather.
Survival.
In 95-degree weather. I caught a stroke watching this motherfucker.
Lock your car.
That's something that I would never understand.
Your car, hold your purse.
In Florida. Florida man. 90-degree weather.
Florida man.
And they wearing the hoodie because of culture.
Florida man.
I'm telling you, culture will blind you.
What did you say?
Culture will
What
blind
did you say earlier? The crazy motherfuckers come out of 2 places.
You said that. Charlamagne said that.
That's how I know he listens.
He said, nigga, I ain't say that. You said that.
He subscribed. The craziest motherfuckers, look at the camera. The craziest motherfuckers come out of the Bronx and Florida. One of them is in the background right now watching the show. The Bronx. That's why you're looking down. You can't see him. You can't see him, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking down. He's looking down respectfully. He's like,
I love it.
fucking savage.
Yeah.
He caught me
Now,
red-handed.
Think about this, man. Like, this is why I stopped following some rappers, is because they no longer become relatable to me, because once they reach a certain stature,
Because you evolve as a man.
they've evolved financially. And when they've evolved financially, they're talking about all the nonsense they're spending their money on.
Yeah.
That's not the same nonsense I would spend my money on.
Wow.
It's not. It's really not. So it's like, I can't relate to you because I cannot go to the strip club, bro. You know how many haircuts I got to do to make it rain, bro? You know, you know how silly that is for me to get teased by a woman by the way she looks, to throw money at her. To me, that is, and then this is my opinion, and I am sorry if I offend anyone, but to me,
Please offend them.
That's shallow.
Lou, you come here to offend.
I understand, but no, I'm not here to offend. I'm here to. I'm not here to offend. I'm here to try to bring
Speak
more.
your mind, my G.
I'm here to try to bring moral to this world that's living without morals, bro.
I guess we're here to offend. I want to offend.
I'm good.
We're very offensive. Listen, listen.
There was a time in my life when I was, but you know what? Like, if you don't, one thing is talking about the problem.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do about it?
Bring it fucking home,
What
Lou.
are you gonna do about it?
Listen, let me segue real quick. Thank you. I needed that beat. Listen, let me segue real quick. The reason why that statement is so profound, me and my nigga, my soft A,
Yeah, man.
my nigga, was on Wisdom app. Shout out Wisdom, yo. Shout out Wisdom.
Wisdom app.
Shout out motherfucking Wisdom.
Listen, if you're not subscribing, subscribe to Wisdom app.
Download
the
Wisdom
app.
today, yo.
You can contact us all the time. We're on there all the time, bro.
If you subscribe to our Wisdom and you like our shit and subscribe and share our shit,
your ass will be on this show.
we will have you on this show straight up and down. No bullshit.
Yeah.
On some G shit. Wisdom, subscribe. Back to what I was saying. Everybody on Wisdom, they either talking to themselves for an hour, and I really mean themselves,
Yeah.
or they just talking about the problem with no solution.
No solution.
Me and my partner come into conversations, we fuck everything up. We hear the problem, go directly to the solution, it gets quiet as a motherfucker. Niggas is like, oh shit, what we gonna say now?
You know,
He solved the problem. I can't be in here no more. Don't have nothing to say. He solved the problem.
Yeah, they don't like
And that's
it.
why we're gonna get into this grace with single women's later on in the episode. We're gonna touch on that because that was the topic of discussion over this Memorial weekend, which had
But
people stuck.
so we have come to the realization that Boosie is a leader.
100%.
But he's not-
If he wasn't, would he have the following that
That's
he has?
exactly. So he is a leader by the word leader. He is a leader. However, he's not a leader of black people because black people are kind, but black people are loving. Black people are very sympathetic.
They're not
and
putting their
empathetic.
pussy on the ground.
You know
They're
something
not
that I
putting
love
their-
about black
and they're
culture?
very conservative.
To be
Yeah.
honest, something I really admire about black
Go
culture
ahead.
is family reunions, bro. Like,
They don't have that? The Bronx. Family reunions. Word?
I mean, you guys will take a
Y'all get
cruise
on collard greens
together.
and shit like
You
that
put
on
the
it.
credit card down. You sell whatever you got to sell to get there. And Uncle, cousin Ray Ray's here, and he's the one, the
Yeah.
black sheep, and
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Because we're blood and
So
we're
wait a minute.
stronger together, right?
Y'all guys don't have that?
bro.
I think y'all guys are way more unified
listen,
than us.
No, they-
some
Latin people?
Some, of course,
Uh-huh.
right? It depends on your background. It depends on the upbringing, right? But the majority of the black folk that I know that are real, like, tight-knit, that are, workers that are, in a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thrive on it. Everybody got the matching shirts.
Oh, I
they
see
get
what
their
you're saying.
hair done.
You're talking about the real
I'm talking
reunions.
about, like, that unity.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
No.
that's what's missing
Yeah.
in the world today, bro. Like,
Yeah.
unity, like that.
You know what's interesting though? As far as Latin people is concerned, if y'all guys unify, everybody would have a problem. You know why? Y'all guys are the fastest multiplying motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
Forget the
That's a
Mexican.
bias opinion, bro.
No, that's real.
That
I
is
can say
a
that.
bias. Show
Hold
me
on,
the
hold on.
stats.
Pause. Y'all motherfuckers multiply. Y'all don't die.
Have you seen
Shout out Robert
babies,
Harris.
kids?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me bring some facts across. When you think about, hold on, I'm gonna bring up a couple real quick. When you think about the Latin culture, you have Colombians, Puerto Ricans,
Yes.
Mexicans,
Yes.
Ecuadorians,
Yes.
the Spaniards.
Yes.
I'd be here all day.
Yes.
But you got to unify those people.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Hear what I'm saying? If and when, not in my lifetime, not in my son's lifetime, but if one day y'all guys all figure out that y'all guys are all the same gang, hashtag gang,
Bro.
y'all guys could run shit.
To add to your point,
Versus me saying, yo, you Mexican? And then I go outside and he wants to stab me. Like, I gotta kill this nigga. Savage gotta go.
I'm gonna go somewhere
This
real
nigga call
quick.
me
Go,
Mexican.
please go there.
Without calling names, because I don't, the
Am
mouse.
I right or am I wrong?
The mouse is doing a lot of weird
Let me
things.
call you Mexican. That nigga's gonna end my life tonight.
Let's go.
Respectfully.
Go.
It is what it is, right?
He's where he at.
The
Go.
mouse produced a good movie about bugs, and the bugs had to unify to fight the bigger bugs.
We did talk about
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
drinking this?
And,
Yes.
and if we were to unite, not just as a group, I'm talking about as a country, as a world, unite to.
You gotta go deeper than that.
Oh man, listen.
Go back to the bug though.
Okay, so the bugs are oppressed by.
God damn it,
That was
Brandon.
good. That was good.
Get him, Brandon.
That was good.
That was
like Nas.
you see,
That was
that
like
was
Nas.
Brandon.
That was like Nas.
My nigga.
Rewind.
DJ
My
Brandon.
Let me
nigga.
start a
That's my
story.
nigga. Brandon's my
Let me start
nigga.
a story that
He's
starts
white, but
at
he's
the
black.
end.
That's my nigga. Continue on.
I'm gonna start a story that starts at the end.
I gotta take Brandon out again. Let's go. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna start at the beginning. So the bugs are being oppressed by the bigger bugs, the grasshoppers, right?
Yeah.
And the grasshoppers are saying, "You're gonna catch my food,
Or
and
else."
or else," right? Good,
yeah.
good point. And there's this one that's like, he's really smart. He sees outside the box. He's not in the box, a zombie like everybody else, trapped in that mindset.
Sheep.
He's not the sheep.
Yeah.
He's actually the one that walked into the light and saw the bigger picture and was like, you know what? There's a lot more of us than there is of them. And if we were to just unite
Sounds like slavery to me, but go ahead.
for the common cause.
We about to light it up.
The common cause is to stop the oppression from the oppressors. The oppressors are the ones that have us running in circles, running in a hamster wheel. And I'm going to bring it to real life. You know, Game of Thrones, it was a great show on HBO. You know, it was an amazing show. But I think in reality, nothing has changed from the kingdoms except the time. We're still in that time.
We're still there.
Right. Think about this. Every kingdom is, the king has the most money.
Okay.
Okay? And that creates a kingdom. Now you have big kingdoms and you have smaller kingdoms, right?
Yeah.
And how do you make a kingdom bigger? Is you marry into the
Marry into more kingdoms.
and you have a merger. A merger.
Merger.
So now the world, he who has the money makes the rules, right?
Yeah.
So who's the biggest conglomerate with money in the world? If it's not corporations.
The Jewish community?
Listen, man, that's gonna tap in. I'm gonna tap into that.
Okay. All right.
So now you have corporations that have all of the money. And corporations hire people, right? To work under them. And you're basically a hamster on a wheel running, generating money for someone else.
The rat race.
And you're losing yourself in it. You lose your time with your family.
Yeah.
You know you have stuff to do at home you can't do. Your wife is cheating on you because you're spending too much time away.
Sound like a Navy man.
You have to travel. I mean, listen, I'm not talking
Navy
about my
man.
wife, but I'm just saying
you're
in general.
speaking in truth.
This is
You
the
talking
majority
facts.
of the problems that we have.
You talking facts.
In a country. Like, this is the stuff that every man that sits in my chair talks about,
All
bro.
facts.
I asked the senior generation, if you could do one thing all over again, what would you do? I have multimillionaires in my chair
Yeah.
that tell me the one thing they wish they had more of was time with their family.
Yes.
And they're willing to sacrifice their finances for it.
Multi-millionaire.
Just like Boosie got caught up chasing the money and lost himself in that.
Yeah.
Right? And that, because they make you, they reward you with the money, but for every $100,000 they pay you, they making probably $1 million off of you.
Yeah.
Already.
If not, they
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to pay you that 1%.
Yeah.
Okay? They're paying you 1% of their earnings.
Could I intervene?
Yes, please.
So me and you had a conversation over the phone, and we talked about something that Kanye West had mentioned.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Oh, you want to go down that rabbit hole?
I'm going there. Because I don't give a fuck.
What did Kanye West say?
I don't give a
What
fuck.
did Kanye West say?
I don't give a fuck.
What did Kanye West say?
Slavery was a choice.
Oh, we're going into that one. I thought we were going to talk about the other one.
Yeah. Well,
Slavery was a choice.
And that's true.
Slavery was a choice.
And I'm gonna go back to A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's fear. People control you by fear. Well,
Yes.
if you don't make money, well, you're gonna be in the streets.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. So people conform. They don't have, nobody thinks for themselves anymore to find a passion, because you're programmed from school to be somewhere at a certain time until
Right.
a certain time.
Slavery.
While you're here, you're gonna focus on this.
Modern day
Then you
slavery.
have a couple of minutes to get to the next place, to the next place, and you're conditioned. And then
Right.
after a certain time, you go off and you do whatever you want to do.
So watch this. The reason why at the end of the day everybody felt like Kanye West was bugging is because he was on the shallow side of the pool. The shallow side of the pool tells you that if you're black and they take you from Africa and they bring you to America, you had no choice in the matter. What Kanye West is saying is, because slavery lasted for 400 years, that was a choice. When you look at Roots, for example, the movie Roots, when Kunta Kinte was introduced to America at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. He said, "My name is Kunta Kinte," and they said, "No, your name is Toby." They beat him into submission. But when I say they beat him into submission, they went out and got the biggest slave to physically whip him, to where you are going to say your name is Toby and not Kunta Kinte. And I'm going to do this in front of all of your people so we can watch collectively that I have power over you. And you know what everybody did? They watched. They physically watched their own get destroyed. And versus them saying to themselves, you know what? There's only one oppressor, and it's all of us at the end of the day. If we just fuck this nigga up collectively, maybe slavery wouldn't continue, but we ain't doing that.
Why not?
You know why? We see him getting beat up. I don't want that to happen
That's not
to
gonna
me.
be me.
It's not gonna be me. They fucking him up. I don't want to be the next individual like
Yes.
that. You think what I'm saying? So
Now, think about this.
So hold on. That is the reason why Kanye West said that. But because everybody was just focused on the fact that Kanye West was saying it was a choice, they was like, oh, well, it wasn't.
Well, that's what went viral.
We didn't ask to come here. What did you do when you got here? For 400 years, you chose to be a slave. When Harriet Tubman took slaves from the South and brought them to the North, and the slaves was like, you know what? I can't be a part of this. It's not that bad here. She had to kill those individuals too. Why?
That's the first time I heard that, by the way.
No, yeah, true facts. She had to kill those slaves because they was gonna go back and fuck up me bringing these slaves to the North where they could be free at the end of the day.
Yeah.
True story.
We don't stand together. And I understand how you guys envy how we get together. We get together and stand in solidarity.
I said admire.
On party. Party is when black people stand together in solidarity. We don't stand in solidarity on anything else but party.
Facts.
And having fun.
Celebration.
That's
and
it.
This is now, I'm talking native.
Yes.
This is native. This is coming from the roots.
Yeah, this is in us to come together only
To fuck up some shit.
to party.
Yeah.
And a
It's
quick-
not to do anything else.
and a
Not
quick
to
little-
build.
Not to build,
Not to get out the bucket.
knowledge.
We're not trying to get at the bucket.
But see, one thing about
Party.
Latin community, and I'll bring it back. One thing about Latin community, you guys stick together when it counts the most, and that's monetarily.
Yes.
You stick together because if my brother comes in speaking Spanish, I don't care if he's Venezuelan. I don't care
He's
if he's from
Latin.
Brazilian.
He's Latin.
I don't care if he's from Dominican Republic. He speaks my language.
Facts.
You know what?
I will pull you up in this business before I pull another motherfucker up.
You know
in
what
this business.
stops us? You know what
And that's
stops
what's
us?
different about
you.
you.
know what stops Hispanic? I'm talking about Puerto Ricans in general because that's who I am, right? That's
Yeah.
who I could speak for.
Taino Indians.
The thing
Shout
that
out.
stops us from helping each other more is pride. I don't need it. I got it.
exactly.
I got it.
Exactly.
I got it. Bro,
The
you
individualism.
Exactly.
don't. You don't got it.
I don't
And
have
can
that
help you,
pride.
but because you
I don't
won't
have
ask,
that.
then I won't give it, right?
Yeah, I don't have that personally. I've been called Haitian before. I don't give a fuck.
They could be struggling.
It don't-
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't-
do
it doesn't
whatever you
bother
want me to do.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I've had somebody be like, "Yo, are you Haitian?"
But no, speak on
No,
that.
I'm
Speak
good.
on the pride.
It's true.
Go.
It's just like, nah, I got this because they taught us to
Pride.
handle it, to be prideful, and that's just how we are. And so I seen it. It was a flaw that I carried for a long time, and I could have been in a very bad place. And the only one I could really ask for help was either my sister, my brother, my mother. But there was people that would say, "Yo, if you ever need anything, reach out." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that."
Yeah.
Knowing dang well that I needed that help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, to your point, yes, 100%. It's true to an extent.
So I was correct though.
Yeah.
Y'all guys multiply like no other.
I don't know about that, bro. I
That
had to.
motherfucker
I stopped.
crazy.
I
You
can
see how
only
he tried to bring it back.
I stopped. I stopped that too because I know I have cousins.
Nigga, that's you. I'm talking about your
I
He
people.
tried to
have
spin the block
family.
on you.
I'm talking about your people.
I have
LeBronx,
family.
LeBronx.
I have family that have 9 and 10 kids, and I'm talking about cousins. So my job.
Your Honor, defense arrest.
There's always been
the
something.
defense arrest, Your Honor.
There's always been something in my head that said, "Don't let history repeat itself." It's a little voice that kept playing in my
Well, if you
head.
could afford these kids, I'm not. Listen, when I'm
Who's
not,
affording 10 kids, bro? In the hood?
Nobody. Nobody. Not in the hood.
Come on, man. That is,
Knocking
a
on-
You got me there.
that is a lack of self-control,
you got
bro.
me there, bro. You got
And
me
that
there.
brings us to our next topic.
Yeah.
Does society give too much grace to the single mother?
We was fucking up wisdom all weekend. Yeah, man.
Do we give too much grace?
We was fucking up the entire wisdom app with this topic, but we're not
Before we
we're
jump
not
over,
gonna say it.
real quick.
We're not
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
go
this.
ahead.
I was told by one of my black brothers that the word nigga or nigger came from the word Niger. And you got this countryman from the South that doesn't know how to pronounce it, but he's looking at the spelling, and it's
Yeah.
and that's where it comes from.
Yeah, it does. And what does that mean?
It's a place.
Niger is a place, but nigger is also a black. Negas is also a black king.
Is that right? I
Yes,
didn't
it's
know
an
that.
Emperor.
I did
Yeah,
not know
yeah.
that.
So yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
No, and you're barking up the right tree.
Okay,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. No, you're right. And to add on to that, because we don't want to go left, right,
Yes,
left,
let's move forward.
So we'll go straight to the point. Does society, I won't say community, does society give too much grace to the single mother.
Brandon, how do you feel? Let's get Brandon's opinion. My Caucasian brother.
I honestly feel they do.
I
I really do.
What do you think?
This is why I include Brandon into
What do
the
you
show.
think?
Now, I'm under the impression that most single mothers, they have it bad, but they have it bad because of their bad decisions. You see what I'm saying? But I know that this is taboo to hold a woman accountable for anything.
What do you think?
I'm with him.
I think it's about a tax bracket.
What?
Speak on it.
Speak on it, yeah.
Because I know some single women that bring their kids to the barbershop and they're very well off and they get no help.
Let me ask you this question. Were they ever married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So why are they single?
But why are they single?
No,
Because
No, that's a good question. So why are they single?
No. Wait, hold
There's
on. No,
multiple factors. You can't pinpoint one thing. But
No,
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
tell
know
you,
why they're
I'm
single.
gonna tell you one thing. I did a class recently with my wife through the church called Love Language, Marriage
She
Mechanics.
told me about it, yeah.
Great.
Marriage Mechanics, right? And Marriage Mechanics talks about the love language, and most women like to feel safe.
Lots of feelings.
With a man.
Lots of feelings.
Safe.
Say,
Right?
Yeah.
And most men want to feel respected. And
All
stop
facts.
me if I'm wrong.
All facts.
You played me, you disrespected me. I feel disrespected. It hurts.
Yeah.
Right? Disrespect is the first emotion, anger is the second.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for women, they want to feel safe. Now if they grab your Instagram and just coincidentally just hit search, just because they're going to search something, what's going to pop up? What kind of images are going to pop up under? Right? Now that's going to be a direct reflection of the things that you look at. Now she's now noticing that
Your algorithm.
his eyes are no longer on me, but it's everywhere else, and I don't look like that. So am I enough?
There you go.
And then it
She's
comes,
no longer safe now.
now she's no longer safe.
Keep going.
Now she's gonna start barking at you like, yo, what you talking to all these women for? Look at now she's gonna go in your inbox. Because first she just saw your search. Now she's gonna go in the inbox because now you're giving her a reason to dig. And
Yeah.
now seek and you shall find. Now if you ain't got nothing to hide, well guess what? Here it is at all times. I ain't got nothing to worry
My
about.
algorithm is straight.
Now, once you have these behaviors that they're seeing, that's like, well, this isn't the guy that made me fall in love with him. This is somebody totally different. He's gonna start pushing her away. But you're gonna push her away because you're looking somewhere else. You're already tired of that, right? Because we don't respect women for the partner that they are, for the help that they give us. It's more. They say that men are in love conditionally, unconditionally, but we love women conditionally as well. It's like conditions to what you bring to how you make me feel.
That's
Nigga
it.
dropping knowledge.
To how you make me feel.
How you make me feel. Do
Nigga dropping
you
knowledge.
respect me? Do you respect me as a man? Or are you gonna say it's what I say and belittle my opinions and my thoughts? Because most women are Andy. You know the song.
Yeah.
You know the song.
Yeah, you know what that means.
A Miss Independent. Pick one.
Yeah,
Pick one.
exactly.
Where does it come
Nothing's going on but the
from?
rent.
It's misleading by the hip hop culture, and the same artists that raised me are misleading the women because they're saying you don't need him, do it on your own. And then when she starts looking at all of the stuff,
Good job, B. You like that?
when you start looking at all of his stuff, that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're left alone, and now you're like, well, I don't care. And you're going to keep searching, and all those women that you've been searching, and now you're going to drop them more in your DM because now you don't have a reason that's holding you back.
Yeah, you
and
have
it's going to
no-
fill a
no
void
defense.
for a second. And then you're gonna think back when you're by yourself watching Netflix, about to pull out the
Vaseline?
the Vaseline.
Hey.
You're gonna think, wow,
I knew
man,
that was coming.
I never had to do that with this girl, you know. And she would cook for me, and she would cuddle with me, and she would hold me, and we long for that. You know why? Because most of us grew up without our mother or without our father, and we're missing that love, that void is
Yeah.
missing in us, and we try to fill it in every other place that we
So
can.
so is
Lou
that
dropping knowledge.
is that the grace? No, I want to know.
What grace? What do you mean?
Do we give them too much grace? Do we give the single mother too much credit for being a single mother?
Define, give them credit. Like what do
We're
we give?
saying, oh, you're strong. Look at you. You hold down your family by yourself.
Let me tell you
you're
something.
doing this by yourself. Why are we giving them
I
credit?
grew up with my mother and my sister. All right.
Okay.
And they raised me. Because my father couldn't step up and be a man. My father raised me to be a drug dealer. By the age of 4, he took me to the streets and said, the police are bad and they're going to take you away from me. So if you don't tell me when they're coming, they're going to take me away from you. So my job,
Look out.
from the age of 4 was to be a lookout for my father that was a drug dealer.
Okay.
Right? My mother was not like that. My mother grew up in the sticks of Puerto Rico. All she knew how to do was, she was conditioned to clean the house and take care of the man.
Nurture. Be an enhancer to the home. Yes,
and coming from a broken home, because her father used to beat on the mother, and you already know.
Yeah, I already know the story.
You already know how it goes.
That shit how it goes.
So,
however, when I say the grace, right? Plan B. We're giving them alternatives. Because you fucked up. Because you being a single mom is fucked up. You fucking a nigga that can't provide for you is fucked up. For you choosing the man that cannot hold down a household and doesn't want to be with you and marry you is fucked up. Because you just let him come up inside of you, knowing the responsibility, knowing that the consequences could be either baby or disease, and you let him come in you.
Sometimes both.
Now
This is crazy.
How did he work his way to get to that point?
He worked his way to that point by using her insecurities,
making her feel safe.
Hold on.
Like you said.
Hold on. I don't want to stop you, but I'm gonna have to stop you.
Go ahead.
This is very simple. Very simple. If a man has not married a woman, don't let him shoot up the club. Simple.
That's biblical.
Yeah.
That's biblical.
We
And
can
it's
do
there
that.
for a
We
reason.
can do that respectfully.
You know what it takes.
But hold on. If the man has not taken vows with you, he should not be coming in your vagina raw.
But that's
it.
not what culture today teaches.
But hold on, but that's the problem.
So the culture is wrong.
So hold on. Wait a minute.
Society is backwards, bro.
Wait a minute.
Society.
Wait a minute.
I'll give you that.
Because we removed God from everything.
Me and him single-handedly.
I love it.
We roasted wisdom all weekend long. I posed a challenge to anybody listening. And I said, any woman could come on our platform right now and give me a good reason why it is a good reason for any man to come inside of your vagina and he hasn't married you. If you could give me a good reason, I will cash app you $100. And guess what? Hold on. Nobody showed up. You know why? Because it's never a good reason for somebody to not marry you and come inside your vagina.
Let me explain.
Ever.
Let me explain something.
Unless you're trying to trap him, or he has 6 figures and you want to trap him and trap his money, and that's not a good reason.
Humans battle 3 things:
Go.
overeating, oversleeping, over reproduction. Why? Because before we're human beings and we think we're the supreme being, we're mammals.
Okay.
And if you go to a zoo and you look at the monkeys, not even the monkeys, the great apes, you could look at the gorillas, the bilbos, the chimpanzees, pick one. They're doing one of 3 things: eating, sleeping,
Fucking.
on top of a hood of a car or something on a safari. I know you've seen the videos.
This nigga said it's Serengeti.
Okay. Now, the word says that we are made in the image of God, but nobody's seen the face of God. So that means that we're made in the spirit, right? And we're battling the flesh.
I'm capital.
Which is nature, instincts, right?
Yeah.
So before you jump on why they're quick to let us in, is because by nature they go through an ovulation period.
Talking about women?
Yes. They go through an ovulation period.
Are you justifying why women let us fucking raw?
In order to get to that, you need to get to the core understanding. You gotta dig a little bit.
Lou.
You
I can't rock with you on that. There's no good reason. You can break down the ovulation,
there's a lack,
the nipples, the asshole,
because there's a lack of morals in the world today, son.
Oh, so we solved that. That's all I'm saying. We solved that.
Right.
If a nigga has not married you,
I agree.
there should be a Trojan
who's teaching
or a lifestyle
that?
or a Magnum involved.
Who's teaching that?
We are.
It's not enough.
We are, goddammit.
It's not enough.
Ali and motherfucking Savage.
My nigga said it's not enough.
Corks, Hebers, and
I don't believe you. You need more people.
You know why women
Corks, Hebers, and motherfucking actions.
You know when a girl is like a strong woman when she's raised by her father. Because the father teaches her, I am a man and this is what I chase. So this is what you gotta look at.
No, I'm listening to that.
Hold on.
I like that.
Lou. You talking about the problem. We done solved it already. You talking about the problem. I'm just keeping it in a buck with you.
Right, because you need
And
to
I love you.
understand.
But
You gotta
you're talking
understand
about-
the
we
core
understand the
reason why-
problem.
Right.
No, but
We
he's-
understand the
but
problem.
listen
But
to what
you're
he
not the
said.
solution for 8 billion people, bro. I'm sorry.
No, every nationality of a female can relate to what I'm saying. I'm not talking to black women and Spanish women. A white woman can say, this motherfucker doesn't want to marry me. He does not want to marry me. You better have that goddamn lifestyle on. Or your pull-out game got to be fucking amazing.
On point, boy. I know.
Right or wrong?
My nigga said, I know.
We're done here.
Right.
We're done here.
I'm not
The
telling
show's
you.
over,
We're
folks.
done, we're done here.
My wife, it
We're
took a
done
long
here.
time for my wife to
Am I
get
right or
pregnant.
wrong? BX, am
I'm
I
with
lying?
you.
BX, am I lying? Am I lying? You can chime in if you want to. Yeah, jump
Chime
on
in, man.
Am I?
Mike's right there.
No, listen.
Mike's right there,
Lou,
LeBron. Mike's right there.
Handle that. Handle what I just gave you.
Bro, look at
Handle that, Lou.
there's women
There's
in
no
these relationships with
good
one
No,
man.
no,
reason.
listen, let him talk. Go.
There's women. Look at R. Kelly, bro.
See you saying?
Go.
Look at
I'm
R. Kelly.
listening.
The man was so manipulative and making them feel safe that they would do whatever they want. If you respect a woman and you treat her like a woman, the way she needs to be treated, she would do whatever.
What was
for
safe
you.
about, what was
She
safe?
should be married, Lou.
What made him
But you
safe?
gotta earn that. Most dudes I know say they don't even want to get married.
Don't let them come in your vagina.
There you go.
But bro, the vast majority of men are watching porn
Amen.
on their phone, and then they want to get
what I'm saying?
manipulative and get them in their bed for that one thing. You go on a date, and then the first thing is, oh, she ain't putting out. I'm out.
All right.
What about
Check this
pleasure?
out. Check this out. I understand what you're saying. So you said when they go on a date and they don't hear what they want to hear, they're out.
Men.
Great.
Great. Yeah.
I'm glad that you're out.
Yeah.
Because you are not the suitor for me.
Right.
You are not my leader.
Yeah.
Right.
If you can't accept the fact that I want to vet my partner properly and do things the right way,
Yup.
the way that you say, I believe in you, people. Listen, people, I believe in you. You can do this. You have self-control. You have discipline. I know you can do it.
Facts.
I'm a college dropout. I can't do it. But you went to institute programs. You went to higher learning. You can do it.
Right.
You're smarter than me.
If I'm about to nut in a female, respectfully, and she looks me in my eye and
If I
say,
nut in you respectfully, bitch.
and she looks me in my eye and said, "Savage, are you gonna marry me?"
Are you telling me
That's
that?
gonna pump my brakes on everything.
you telling me
if
that-
I say no and she backs up, we have a problem here.
You telling me that the
we have a fucking problem
You're
here.
telling me that the women is at fault for a man
no,
not pulling out, bro?
no.
Are you telling me that it's
I'm
if-
saying a
no.
woman is at fault for allowing that man to even
Unprotected.
be in her unprotected.
unprotected?
Yes, her
Right.
fault. He's
Where's
not
the plastic
raping
at?
her.
Where's the plastic at?
She's giving the pussy
Where's
up.
the plastic at?
I agree with you. And and most respectful women will have it in their drawer, and they're like, "No, you're not." So the easy,
Well, hold on. Repeat that again, Lou,
rephrase that.
because you wildin'. Say that
most
again.
respectful women.
Yeah, rewind that back.
Most women that have
Respectful
sense.
in
Most
2023.
women- time out.
That's how you know this thing is married.
but-
Go ahead.
Let him talk.
Papa,
You have a respectful
I cut
marriage.
hair in Lake Mary, Florida, bro.
Talk
There's
about
a
it.
different demographic.
Ooh.
All right, people with a tax bracket that have something to lose.
Okay.
People that have something to lose are not gonna lose it for a bum. I have a cousin that makes 6 figures and she hasn't been married. Not because she doesn't want to get married, because every woman envisions her wedding to the man of her dreams, but because no man is man enough to step up and do what he's got to do as a man to make her feel safe enough to share her riches that she worked hard for.
I'm gonna help you out with that. Hold on, I got something for that.
I like
Hold on.
that.
I got something for that. She makes 6 figures.
Yeah.
You know how difficult it is for her to find a man. You know why?
100%.
Because if
Reverse
if
hypergamy.
if a good guy, let's say for instance, let's talk hypotheticals. Let's say I'm making $50,000 a year, and she's making 100. I could be that good guy. She's never gonna respect me. Why? Because she doesn't need me.
And that was proven. But that was proven.
Financially, she doesn't need me.
Most dudes get off work on Friday and they looking for the drink.
Paul, hold on.
Most dudes get off on Friday and they looking for the hangout.
Lou, wait a
Instead of
minute.
looking
Lou.
for their other passive or residual
Lou.
income,
Lou.
Yeah?
they're wasting time.
Lou, the only way I would have a chance with your cousin, respectfully, if I made 125. Maybe
It has nothing to do
130.
with money.
She don't need you for your money.
She doesn't need your money.
But she can't respect somebody that's not
Yes,
making
That's
that.
not true.
That's not true.
Really?
You're talking for somebody that's not in the
Really?
room.
No. Listen, because she's not valuing your money. She's gonna practice reverse hypergamy because she can't date the guy that's on her level because he don't want her because she has too much pushback.
How long-
Because she's too successful.
How long is his cousin going to be with a penguin?
No, listen.
How long?
No, listen.
I'm just curious.
Listen.
She wants a great wife. She wants a great wife.
No, but she
His
can't
cousin-
have it.
His cousin is waiting for
You
a
can't
great
have
wife.
it. You cannot have it.
So you're gonna be
she
by
wants
yourself?
a man that protects that.
So she's gonna set up for a
no,
dog.
but you're not listening. If she wants a man, she wants a man that's gonna protect her and her riches.
Right.
She wants a man that's gonna be helping her
Right.
gain more.
Right.
So you can get this guy in a $60,000 guy.
She's not
But
looking
he
for
has to be focused on that. If she sees the potential in him, she will marry him.
She intimidates all guys that make
You're
$6,000.
that's not true because talking to her, you wouldn't even know.
You wouldn't even know.
But until you find out.
But you
What does
find
that
out.
matter?
When do you find that out? When do you find out?
She wants you to
When do
handle
you find
everything
out?
as a $60,000 earner.
But you
When
think on a
she tells
first date?
you.
You think
No,
on a
not
first
on the first date, no.
Right. So
No.
you got to earn that knowledge from that
Yes.
person.
And
then when you get it, then
takes
what?
You walking accordingly.
Yes.
And then when you get it, what do you do at that point? You make $100,000, I make 60.
You're focusing on the money because I can
then
make
what?
Why you focus on the money and not
Yeah.
focus on building an empire
Because
together?
they focus on the
Because
No,
money.
they
you're not
don't.
thinking
No,
about
they
getting
don't.
married.
No, they
focus
don't.
You're not thinking
on
about
the
getting
money.
married.
No, they don't. No, they
What do-
don't.
what is
No,
it?
they
Women don't focus on the
No,
money.
they don't.
You're high.
Because I'm gonna tell you why.
need to be drug
I'm gonna tell
tested.
you why. Because it's $150,000. You might make $150,000, but what if you don't know how to manage it?
Boom.
What if you don't know how to manage it? And what if I know a guy that
better
makes?
be a- you better be a
listen,
bad- you better be a
listen.
bad motherfucker.
You need to listen because there's a $50,000 guy that can manage his $50,000 better than you can manage your $150,000. So just because you got the money,
He's a unicorn.
don't mean you can manage
He's
it.
a unicorn. Right.
So that guy that can
He's a
manage
lottery
it,
pick.
you know what?
He's
you
a
know what
lottery
she,
pick.
you know what she needs? She needs a guy that can manage it. And guess what?
And she's
That's
single.
who I
And
marry.
she's
that's
single.
security.
And that's who
And
I-
she's
and
single.
that's security.
And
And
That's
she's
security.
single. And
And
she's
that's
single
security.
because she hasn't found that.
But-
You know why?
and because-
he's a leprechaun.
Because you think
He's a leprechaun. How
think
long has
that's-
she been single? I'm curious.
I don't know. That's not for me to say. But I'm telling you that.
Let's have her on the show.
I'm telling you that.
She a single mother?
I'm telling you that it exists. No, why?
No, it doesn't.
That was the
She's-
topic.
no, she's not single.
No children. Why?
I like LeBron's was on topic. I like that.
was the
No
topic.
kids.
That was a topic, though.
no
She's
children.
winning.
Why not?
She's winning, and she's only looking
But
for
why,
a winner.
Why hasn't she had children? Because
Looking for
there's
the- 'cause
not
ain't nobody
a
gonna step up.
suitable man.
There you go.
That's going to
There
step
you go.
up and be a husband
There
first.
you go.
First of all, you better be God fearing because you better have some morals.
There you go.
Number one. Number two is you gotta be a man. That means a man doesn't make excuses. He makes it happen. Number two. Number three is if you're a good husband, remember that a relationship takes time. It's like growing a garden. You don't water the garden and watch it grow. No, it takes time. And then that it takes a lot of energy. A relationship is an investment. You invest your time, your heart, your finances. This is what a relationship is built on. It's built on trust. And if you have your phone locked or every time your phone is around, you got to put it in your pocket or you got to excuse yourself every 5 minutes for a phone call, you're suspect. Bottom line.
I agree with you.
Bottom line. So then guess what? A man handles his business, right? Now you're investing time together. The relationship is growing. That's an investment. Now, let's say you get married. You're used to having that time on each other. Now, when you have a kid, you got to divide that time that you had with each other and you got to pour it into the little one. How many fathers do I know pour into their wives and pour into their kids and don't worry about shoes because we got to get this and don't worry about that because we got to get this? Not a lot of men.
Yeah. What you got?
That's
What you
true.
got?
That's true. Now, I just wanted to chime in back to where you said society gives it easy for the women. I think in that situation, they get it easy. You said it takes time to stay in the relationship, right? 95% of them want to get out real quick.
Ooh, women?
Yeah, women. They want to get the easy
Because
life.
of how they feel.
Where are these statistics coming from? Where's the numbers?
The nature of women, bro. The nature of women.
They want to go on child support. Or if they're divorced, they'd rather go the divorce route, try to see what they could get out of the divorce.
If you are an NBA player because this is where that goes. Because I've seen Love and Basketball, or not Love and Basketball. Hoops.
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop, and all of those shows that it's a bachelor and a bachelorette. What do they want, bro? Of course, but where are you searching?
No,
Are you at the club balling, and then this little thing comes up to you? It's like, oh, I always admired you. No, bro, she admires your money. And that takes someone to recognize the snake in the grass and say, no, I can't build nothing with you.
I can smash you. I can fuck you.
And that's where Tupac got in trouble. That's where Mike Tyson got in trouble. That's where, I mean, pick one of these celebrities that got in trouble by a woman.
You talking about celebrities? I'm talking about the average man in America. I'll tell you, I'm one of them. You know what I mean?
50,000,
give me your testimony.
70,000.
Let me tell you, I tried to work it out, but she found the easy route. You know what I mean? She wanted to get divorced, try to put me on child support. I do. I stand up for my son every day. I get him whatever he needs. But to go back to where society got it set up, they have options. We don't.
Yeah.
They got a plan B. They got child support.
They got abortion.
They got alimony. They got abortion.
I'm not gonna deny that.
I just want to say the topic was, do they have it easy? And I have to agree, they do have it easy.
No,
because wait.
No.
Listen. If it was the other way around, we don't have those options,
bro.
We don't.
Do you know what it takes for a woman, single woman that doesn't have? And I'm not talking about a specific woman. I'm talking about someone that's not educated, someone that was trying to marry a man and the man wasn't there for her, and she has to raise not one or two, but maybe 3 kids by herself because man didn't show up. Now you can pick them up on the weekends. That's great, but who's doing your homework? Who's feeding them? Right? Who's putting them to sleep? Who's waking up in the morning putting them to school? Who's got to figure out a way to get them to school before she gets to work? Who's going to pick them up when she's sick? We got it easy, bro. And I know because I was a single father with 2 kids.
But hold up, wasn't that their role? Isn't that their role in society?
That's
what you just said.
No, the role in society is to find the person that you're gonna love for the rest of your life and build a kingdom
in this society?
With your queen. That's the problem.
Lou, in this society?
That's the problem. I found it,
Lou,
bro.
you're a unicorn, bro.
Bro,
You're an outlier.
You're an outlier.
Honestly, it
you
wouldn't
are an
have happened.
outlier, man.
I wasn't always like this. It wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have started reading the Bible for myself because I had to change. Luis Hernandez.
So greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world.
100%.
So it's not you. It's his spirit that's working through you.
Dwells in you.
That's so. But how many of us have found that? How many of us have found that in this antichrist world that we live in, Lou?
Lou, you're an outlier.
You know that.
You're an outlier.
What does that mean?
We're supposed to live
That
in this
means that
world, not be of this world.
you're,
This world is the majority.
100%.
So they are the other way.
Right.
We want it one way, but they're the other way.
So if you don't find
Yeah,
a
yeah,
person that has some kind of moral principles, that doesn't build their life, not what they do for 9 to 5.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
past that.
what they do in the dark when nobody's watching.
Yeah.
It's not Pornhub. It's let me get myself together because I need to better myself than I was yesterday.
Lou,
That's a rare find.
That's a rare find. You're right.
To answer your question from earlier, the outlier would be a Bill Gates.
Nah, he's
That's
not
still
an
not a
outlier.
Steve
definition.
Jobs.
He's not an
Steve
outlier.
That's still not a
He's
definition.
not an outlier.
You're a goddamn
That's not
liar.
an outlier.
I know his story. Hold on, you bugging.
I don't know what a definition. I don't know what that definition is.
The reason why I say
Because
that
the
is
morals
because
ain't the same. What he's talking about.
Hold on. The reason why I say that is because Bill Gates and Steve Jobs was exposed to computers at a very young age. I wasn't exposed, like full blown exposed to computers at a very young age.
Yeah,
Your kids are.
Most of us wasn't. We
Okay,
were
so get
exposed
to the point. I want to know why I'm an outlier.
So with that being said, the reason why Bill Gates and Steve Jobs would be considered an outlier is because what they was exposed to is the reason why they became who they was. Not due to just
everything you go through
normalcy.
makes you the person you become. That's my phrase.
Their upbringing put them in a network that me, you, and him did not see. We were raised on street principles, music, urban community. They was raised on fucking technology from a very young age. So they picked up on it early and they went in that direction. Most people, if not everybody in this room, was not exposed to that golden opportunity
100%
to
not.
become a Bill Gates or Steve Jobs. That's why they're called outliers, is what I'm saying. I read the book. That's the reason why they're called. So listen.
what-
Hold on.
what does the word outlier mean?
I'm
What does the
relate it
word
to you.
outlier mean?
I'm gonna relate it to you. Because you move with the spirit of God in you,
I try every day, bro.
you're an outlier.
What does that mean?
Most people don't do that.
This world is antichrist.
100%.
Exactly.
Wake up.
100%.
And wake up.
100%.
Wake up.
I know. But you know what?
You are not.
You're not supposed to be of this
not
world.
the
You're supposed to
sheeple.
be in this world.
You're on this show because you're not sheeple.
Yeah.
I
You
understand.
don't bag.
So
You don't
my
have a
job,
shepherd.
my job.
You don't have a shepherd. You are the
This nigga
shepherd.
said you don't bag.
Yeah. You don't have a
That's a
shepherd.
lie,
You
because
are a shepherd.
That's
You
a
don't
lie,
bag.
because I fall every day, but the problem is that I get myself back up. I have
Lou.
failures all day long.
You're not a fucking sheeple.
No, but he falls
You're
short
not
of
a
the glory of
sheeple,
God.
Lou.
He falls
We don't
short
have-
of the
we-
glory of
we
God
don't
all
fuck
the
that.
time.
We don't have sheeple on this show.
I'm with him.
We don't have sheeple
But he
on
falls
this show.
short.
You're a fucking leader.
But he falls short.
We all do it, human.
Speak it.
You're
But
not saying
speak-
anything I don't
but
know.
he's trying to say-
You're
but
not
he's
saying
trying to
anything I know.
speak to
All
you.
I'm saying is that who you are as an individual is not of most.
Yeah.
If you compare you to most men, you're 1 of fucking 10. That makes you a fucking outlier.
So my job is to be the light of the world, like Matthew 5:14 says. You are the light of the world. That means you lead by example, right?
Bong.
And this is my vision of heaven. When you go to heaven, you go and you knock and you're like, bro, I'm here. Right? And he's gonna open up the book of life and death, right? The book
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah, talk
What
about
does that mean, right? So to me, what that means is when I was Luis Hernandez in the hood, stealing cars, selling drugs, doing stupid things, manipulating women, doing the things that most people in this planet do. Don't.
I agree
Let me
with
finish.
you.
Let me
Go ahead,
finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
When you go to heaven, you're gonna have 2 sets of shadows with you. One of them is the ones that you led astray. One of them were the ones that you gave wisdom to that led them down a dark path. And I have those people when I was selling drugs because I was confused. I have a dude that was he was a yes man. And guess what? People are looking for him to kill him. And I felt guilty. But you know what? I changed. It's up for him to change, right? But I gave him the tools to fail. Did I give him the tools to succeed? Now, that's my fault. And I carry that guilt with me every day. And that's what the Bible says. Carry your cross. Everything that you did wrong, you carry it with you every single day. And now, everything you go through makes you the person that you become. I'm fighting against that person. So now, I'm trying to open people's minds. God gives us wisdom, and our job is to share it.
Right the wrong.
Hold on.
How
Hold
many
on.
people
Hold on.
are doing
Hold
what
on.
you're doing,
Hold
though?
on.
Speak.
Now, when you go to heaven, you're gonna knock, and I believe that there's gonna be a shadow behind you, and there's gonna be a shadow below you. The shadow below you are the people that you led astray. The shadow behind you is the army of people that because you were walking less the light, they thought, wow, there's something different out there than what I've been exposed to every single day, and you plant a seed in that person, and then God's gonna water it later through somebody else. And that's what happened to me in my life. I wasn't born to knowing God, but there was always somebody there that talked to me about him. And I ignored him because I chose to ignore him.
You don't even understand how rare you are, Lou. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
No, he understands the outlier of it. But
Do you understand what the outlier is now at the end of the day, or no?
He's explaining to you that he
You're the
does
shepherd.
understand.
You're the shepherd.
I
But
am not
he's
the shepherd.
saying-
I'm following the shepherd, bro.
He's saying that, listen, I fall short at times.
We all do.
100%.
No, but not
We don't
like,
all fall short?
No, not like you. You live in it. He don't live in it. He tries to correct it. He tries to overcome it. You, me,
What makes him an outlier?
No, yes, but me, people, everybody else, we live in our bullshit.
Okay.
You know what's crazy
And
is that
we
you
seek
know
therapy.
that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
the number one key to success is self-awareness.
There you go.
What are you lacking? What do you need working? I was lacking in so much, bro.
We all was.
Right? My language, like
We
every
all
other
do.
word. I was a
We all
sailor.
do.
You know, you're sailors. You curse like a sailor.
All the time.
We went to different countries.
All the time.
Come on, man.
Fucking different bitches.
I mean,
amen.
you know, that's selective.
Nigga said amen. Fucking different bitches. Amen.
You're exposed to a lot.
Passport bros. Before passport bros.
So who am I, bro? I'm somebody that recognized my flaws and said, enough. God talked to me, bro. He says, you're 30, I was 37, I'm 40 now. I'm halfway dead. This is the halftime show, bro.
No, we're in the fourth quarter.
I cannot
We're going to the fourth quarter.
I cannot go into the third quarter the same way I've just finished the first 2 quarters of my life, bro.
Yes, we can't go into this fucking fourth quarter like Jason Tatum. Damn
Watch
it.
out. Yo, watch your mouth.
Damn it.
Watch your mouth. He twisted his
Okay.
ankle. Watch your mouth.
Listen, respectfully, Lou. Listen, Lou. Respectfully, you know what we're telling you? You're Jason Tatum.
What does that mean?
You're not Jaylen Brown.
I don't even know what that means.
Man, Jaylen Brown put up 18 points. That nigga ain't do shit.
Game. You know what? You fucking with me now. No, you fucking with me right now. That's how I know you fucking with me.
Listen,
hold on, stop.
Jason Tatum.
Hold on, stop.
Jason Tatum broke records. Jason Tatum scored 51 points against the 76ers.
He did do that.
Hold on. Let's stop everything. That's how I know you're fucking with me. I said you're fucking Tatum and you're not Brown. You're looking at me like, I don't know. I don't
even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Is the All-Star, right?
I don't. No, he's a superstar.
He's a superstar.
Is Brown the superstar?
Listen, man.
Hold on,
I'm very grateful that you see me that way.
Look. Is Brown the superstar? Is Brown the superstar?
I mean, sometimes he shows up, but he's not Tatum. I understand.
We're done here.
I can't say that it's me, bro, because there's something inside of me that's bigger than me.
I never said it wasn't.
I love it.
It wasn't.
I love it.
But you are an outlier.
Listen.
So women,
let's
go back to the women situation.
Let's go back to the women.
Right?
Go ahead.
Let's go back to the women. Women today are only the way that they are because
of what?
We let
this show has been brought to you by Casamigos, people. This definitely sounds like Casamigos all around the board, except for my nigga, the guest today. But however, I want to give it up to him, man. You, Lou, man.
No, Lou has something else, though.
I appreciate you so much,
don't stop,
bro.
Lou. Don't stop, Lou.
No, I'm not going to stop Lou. I just want to give Lou his flowers. Lou has come on, and he's shedding light on the situation, but as he said, let's get back to does society give too much grace? I believe why, and I'll tell you why they give too much grace. We should not praise a person who fucked up. And that's what society has done. By giving her alternatives. Giving her too many alternatives. Well, if you're not financially capable, you can have an abortion. If you're not financially capable, you can have a plan B. You see what I'm saying? This bitch fucked up.
My thing.
Why don't we hold her responsible? Like the man is held responsible. Because I hold that man in high regard.
There it
like
is.
I don't believe that man should be getting pussy. Hold up. He shouldn't be getting pussy if he ain't got $10,000 in the bank to take care of the baby when the baby comes.
All facts, no fiction.
Wow. Everybody thought I was holding the woman accountable, but I'm really holding that boy accountable because that nigga ain't got a luggage. He can't buy the bitch a sandwich, but he wants to get pussy raw.
Where was his father showing him how to get the money?
Yo, Lou.
I'm done here.
Yo, Lou, fucking Lou,
here.
yo.
I'm done here. Where
Fucking
was
Lou.
he? Where was he?
That's the problem, Lou.
That's the problem.
We gave you the solution.
Where was the man?
This is a
and I say this,
solution-based podcast.
I only say this because for every finger you point out, there's a couple pointing back, bro. And I'm telling you, has my
Lou,
job.
you have a soft spot for the women, bro.
My job, no, of course, because I was raised, by
a woman.
Yeah.
I was raised by a woman, bro.
I get it.
Are you kidding
Nigga
me?
spilling shit?
Like, yo, my job as a father is to recognize that I had a kid at a young age. I wasn't ready. I struggled a lot because of it. And I made a promise to God that I will never be the father to my children that my father was to me. I'm different. I'm not gonna deny that. Because I don't know a lot of men.
Now he sees he's different.
You know why? Because there's something inside of me that's always talked to me and said, don't let history repeat itself. And if my father was teaching me to be a drug dealer at 4 years old, my job is to be better than that, bro.
Lou, you see? That's why I have you on the show, Lou.
That's my job.
Folks.
That's
It's your
your
duty.
job.
It's
That's
your duty.
your job.
It's
And then
your
guess
duty.
what? You give the world everything you ever needed from it. You know what I'm saying? If you see a little kid in a spot with his chick, and you know what that's letting, your job as a man is to intervene and say, hey, man, shorty, let me talk to you, bro. You're going to have, there's going to be two outcomes of this. Either you tighten up your belt and you handle the situation. You know what it's going to be like to dig in there. This is going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm with you.
And if you put it in there and you drop a seed in it, That's your responsibility for the rest of your life. But not a lot of people are teaching the kids that.
No, they're not.
We are.
They're not. And I want to hold men accountable. I want to
are.
hold them accountable. But
We are, Lou.
also, I know that these niggas ain't raping these bitches.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Time out.
And also to what he said.
I know time out, Lou. Check me out. They're not raping these bitches.
Facts.
These bitches are willingly allowing them to come in them.
To get their club shot the
That's
fuck up.
their problem.
Facts.
That's a them problem
Facts.
now. I want these niggas to have at least be financially stable and be somewhat of a leader and have the mindset of a leader and and willing to sacrifice. Listen, if you're not willing to sacrifice your life for that woman and that child, get the fuck out the room.
Facts.
Get the fuck out the room.
Facts.
How about at the dinner table, when we go on our coffee date for 15 minutes, I can decide whether or not he's for stay or for play. And if it's for play,
Condom.
You know, I'm going to say this. We're all mammals. And a mammal is trained by a mammal to be a mammal. Depending on the type of mammal that raises you, that's the type of mammal that you become.
I'm with you.
And that's all I got to say about it.
Listen, we're at a stalemate.
Yeah,
but
we are.
let me tell you this.
I got a question.
This is one of my favorite fucking shows.
Yeah.
This is my favorite show.
That's dope, man.
I love this.
That's cool.
And I want to let everybody know, and it started with LeBronx. Because last week we had a great show with LeBronx, and now you're doubling up.
Right.
I am so elated right now.
Actually,
I want to salute you guys.
Go ahead. Go back to that top.
Which one?
Can you give me that phone right there?
I want to salute you guys. I want to salute LeBronx.
what topic?
And I want to salute Lou.
Hold on. What topic?
Nah, I thought he wanted to rebuttal something.
Something that you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
The court system's 15 years behind, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
The court system's behind. So it's not your fault.
No.
It's not.
I
It's
totally.
not your fault.
We on the same level. I totally agree with everything you're saying.
Right. Right.
But
Thank you.
I just want to ask all three of y'all a question.
go ahead. Do your thing.
All right, let's go back to like the tribal days.
All right, let's do it.
When you was married with a woman, you was stuck with that woman.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You had to do, and that goes
Unless what?
Unless
she cheated, she got deaf. You know what I mean? But
That's it right there.
yo, but that goes. No, hold up.
Stoned.
That goes back to what Lou was saying. He was saying, you got to stick it out.
Yes.
The woman and the man today's society,
they ain't sticking shit
don't
out.
stick shit out.
Can you tell me
But they
what?
first argument, they fucking the next
out.
nigga. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to read
with the
something.
soft with the soft fade.
This is gonna go to you. I was watching your episode. And there was something that came up. It said rules are in place to keep you in check. Ali and Savage. You guys said that on your last.
I said that or he said that?
I don't. I think it was you.
Go ahead.
It says rules are in place to keep you in check. And then I wrote something to that. It says humans like to do whatever they want because we're creatures and creatures don't like to be restrained. So we don't like the rules.
I don't like rules.
But rules are in place to keep you in check. The Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth.
The nigga went the Wu-Tang Clan route.
Killer Priest.
Jizza.
That was, Lou, that was hard.
Killer Priest.
That was hard,
Facts.
Lou. That was Lou. That was hard, Lou.
A lot of people say they believe in God, and even an atheist would say, "Oh my God," or yell "Jesus Christ" when they're in danger, right? When even an atheist that doesn't believe
When
in
they
God,
when they lose
oh my
that
God,
Yeah, when they lose that kid.
Jesus
God, where's my baby? I don't know, bitch. I don't exist.
right? And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
gets me every time. So you believe in God, but you don't believe in the Bible. The
They
Holy
don't believe
Bible?
it's not that they don't believe in the Bible. They are, like you said, they want to do what they want to do,
Okay.
and they don't want to be obedient to the Bible. Because if I have to be obedient, then you're telling me I have to do something that I don't want to do. And you already explained to me that humans don't want to listen. So go ahead, keep going.
So, in my opinion, it's hypocritical to say that you believe in God, but you don't believe in the book. And people don't like to believe in the book because the book has rules. And rules take you away from being yourself.
Facts.
Because humans are self-destructive. Rules
I
are
want to fuck my shit up, not you.
rules are in place to stop you from destructing yourself.
Self-destruction.
And I got that from your last show. So there's some good morals there.
Thank you, sir.
And I
We
mean it.
appreciate
I mean
that.
it. It's like if we don't, this used to be one nation under God. What happened? It offended people.
You just confused about the God that they're talking about.
The almighty dollar.
Well,
The
They're
almighty
talking about
dollar.
Lucy. They're talking about Lucy. You think it's God? You think it's Yahweh?
Lucy.
You think it's Yahshua?
Yeah.
No. We're talking about Lucy.
It's Lucy.
We're talking about the Luciferian God. We're talking about the do as thou wilt.
Yeah, we
God.
no longer. Listen,
When the
you know,
world
you know
becomes
what?
lovers
You know,
of self.
you know what? Me and him come to the conclusion on.
Yeah.
we don't live in a country. We live in a business.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's a business.
And that goes back to what
America is a motherfucking business.
And
It's
that
no
goes-
longer community.
That goes back to what I was saying about the Game of Thrones. Like, literally, corporations. Think about it. These politicians make these laws, and who does it benefit, bro?
Them?
Whoever has the money.
Them.
They hired
Them
50.
400
How many tens of thousands of people did the IRS hire to check who? The corporations?
Facts.
Them.
Nah, they running up in your house. Give me that money.
They after your $600 Venmo payments. Man.
Bro, he's not lying.
To his point,
They armed them.
in July, the Federal Reserve is releasing Fed Now.
Yes.
You know
after
Fed
we
Now
ki-
is?
after we kill Cash App.
Fed Now is
We
the
killed Cash App.
Yeah, we did kill him. Somebody killed him.
Yeah, we gotta take that nigga
You know
off
why?
here.
Because he's in the industry that the Federal Reserve is getting into, and that's cashless currency.
Amen.
And if you read
Amen.
Revelation 14, it talks about the mark of the beast.
Yo.
Been thinking about to get
Listen,
into it.
y'all better-
hold
y'all-
on.
y'all better
listen,
stop.
No, listen to him. Listen, go ahead.
No, I'm with him. Lou, go. Go. Lou, go.
Spit, Lou.
I don't give a fuck. We here.
Spit got bars.
Watch this. I'm about to blow your minds.
As you should, my nigga.
Remember that the tongue is a double
Soft A.
Soft A.
Soft day, respectfully.
Remember-
the nigga episode.
Remember that.
Yo, this is listen. I
Remember-
want you guys to understand what's going on right now. This is Ali and Savage, Corks Heapers,
Where the smoke rises.
and the facts motherfucking land.
Yeah.
Go, Lou.
Yeah.
Revelation 13, verse 14, it says, and by the signs that it was allowed to work in the presence of the beast, it deceived those who dwell on earth. It means it tricked you. Telling them to make an image for the beast that was wounded by the sword and yet lived. Could anybody tell me what the sword is? The tongue is a double-edged sword. It can heal and it can kill. So when it says that it was wounded, when it says thou shalt not kill, I know I'm not supposed to kill you. But when I say you ain't shit, when I tell you you're a loser, when I tell you your mom's a crackhead, and she literally was a crackhead, what does that do to your spirit?
It kills it.
It kills it.
Talk your shit.
Okay. So it says that the beast deceives those who dwell on earth, telling them to make an image for the beast that was wounded by the sword and yet lived. Meaning that we talked bad about it, but we still give it power. Okay. Now you ready? Telling them to make an image of the beast, and then verse 15 says, and it was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast, meaning you would bring it to life,
Talk about it.
so that the image of the beast might even speak. Hey Siri. And might cause those who would not worship the beast.
Brandon, you sleeping on that board right now. I just want you to know, B.
Getting my mind.
Listen, I'm getting Brandon's getting his mind right, like
B,
everybody
B,
else.
You sleep behind that board right now.
As
Go
he
ahead.
should.
Lou, I'm sorry.
You
I'm sorry.
killing us.
Continue
Let's
on.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Continue on.
So that
Keep doing your shit.
Continue on.
so that the image of the beast might even speak and cause those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain, right? So it caused those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. Now, if you walk into a room and you've never had a cell phone, what are the people going to say about you?
You a weirdo, yo.
You prehistoric motherfucker.
You a weirdo.
You weirdo.
So you're killing me, right?
You must have a-
just
you-
like the double-edged sword.
You
right?
must have
Exactly.
a. You must have a
So you're
pager.
killing me with your tongue. You're talking bad about me.
Yeah, you're a
because I
fucking
know-
weirdo.
Okay. And also,
You're a weirdo if you have an Android nowadays. Fuck not having a phone.
Weirdo.
If you're an Android, you're like,
It's
oh
the
my
phone
God.
in
hold on.
general.
Respect
He must
the,
be
respect
homeless.
The, respect the word. Respect the word.
He must be
respect
homeless.
the word.
Respect the
Sorry,
word.
Respect
sorry.
the word.
My bad.
Talk your shit.
It also causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or on the forehead. If you walk into a room, most people have their phone in their hand. When somebody walks into a room, especially the barbershop, they'll say, hey, how you doing? You got an appointment? Yeah, I got an appointment with so-and-so. All right, give them a few minutes. We'll be right with you. They sit down, and what do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up.
Deep
Watch this.
facts.
I'm playing dominoes.
Also, it causes both small and great, both rich and poor, to be both free and slave to be marked on the right hand or on the forehead. Now, when you put on your headphones, the sound goes right into the middle of your head, right?
Damn.
It's crazy. All right, so watch this. So that no man could buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is the name of the beast or the number of its name.
666.
Look, you can't buy or sell without this, right? Now, FedNow is releasing a cashless currency where cash is no longer a thing. You're going to have everything digital.
Talk about it.
Digital wallet.
Digital wallet.
Yes.
So what does that mean, bro? Why do they take God out of the equation? Why do you no longer can pledge allegiance? It ain't because you're offending a group of people, because this country was built one nation under God, and it was built on immigrants coming here. So I don't care if you're Muslim or whatever. If I was to go to Saudi Arabia and get my citizenship, I'm not gonna change what they believe in over there because I'm offended. They're gonna cut my head off.
As they should.
Right?
As they should.
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So why is it that we had to bow and remove the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God, because certain people can't do what they're trying to do if that was in place? They take power away from God and you give it to man.
Folks, the show is over. Hot salami and bacon.
Pastrami and motherfucking ham.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Salute to Lou, yo. Salute to Lou.
Like a Southside gator.
Ali and Savage, Corks, Hebus, and Ashes podcast, its owners and sponsors take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of Mike and Mike Productions or the podcast providers, and opinions between talk show hosts may differ. It is not our intention to libel, incite, or hurt anyone's feelings. We invite you to write the show host, Ali and Savage, with any feedback or suggestions that you may have for the show. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment in the hope that they will be entertaining to the audience.